It seems to me, judging from our past conversations and others you've had, you're always going to be indebted to Zack. Zack Snyder's your
Totally,
guy.
man.
He changed
Totally.
your life.
Totally.
So is that partially why when we spoke about a year ago and I brought up the Snyder Cut, you're like, yeah, I need to see that?
Yeah, absolutely. But I have seen it, so.
I've seen
the Snyder Cut, so.
So what does that mean? Because the effects aren't done. Like you've seen his assemblage of footage and alternate takes, etc.
Oh, do you think Zack couldn't finish it? You don't think he?
I don't know. You tell me. He's finished.
I mean, listen, man. Next question. Bro.
Do you think we'll ever see it? Do you think the public will ever see it at this point? Because it seems like it's actually the groundswell has grown. And a year ago, I would have had my doubts.
You know, I'm obviously indebted to Warner's and DC, and you know, I don't know how they feel about it, but I mean,
right.
As a fan, I'm very, very happy that I got to see it.
Does it feel like a totally different movie than the Justice League that was released?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's hoping. Okay. I know you went into
Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new. Make sure to subscribe to never miss any videos and to also beat that cursed YouTube algorithm. So, I've seen the Snyder Cut, you know, the original cut, you know, the cut before Joss Whedon took over and ruined it. Well, no, I haven't actually personally seen it, but Jason Momoa recently said in a clip, which should play before this video started, where he says, I've seen it, it's awesome. And then the interviewer went on to say, yeah, but the special effects aren't done. He's like, you think Zack couldn't finish it? So he's indirectly confirming that the special effects for the real variation of the Justice League, which we haven't seen yet, is finished. It's done. It's dusted. But what is interesting is Jason Momoa repeatedly supports Zack Snyder because essentially Zack Snyder turned him into Mr. Aquaman. But what is also interesting is this was trending on Twitter. Thousands and thousands of people wanting the Snyder Cut. Now, why would you hashtag release the Snyder Cut? This has been going on for years. I mean, Justice League movie came out, what, 2017, I believe, 2 years ago. We were there at the UK premiere. Thanks to Warner Bros. UK. I will always support the Justice League movie, but we've got to eventually see the real cut. Then my boy, you know, Jason Momoa, added even more fuel to the tank last night when he tweeted a new image that no one had seen of Jason Momoa's variation of Aquaman stabbing Steppenwolf through the chest. Now, what is interesting to this is there is no more he said, she said, what? It is real. So what is good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. At the 100,000 subscriber mark, I will be giving away a PS4 Pro or a Switch or an Xbox One X, whichever game you want. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel, and it makes me get to that milestone even faster. So let's get back into the video. So we know it exists. We've even had the scorer, the original score, coming out saying, yeah, the score was done. This movie is trending. Where is it? Now, what is interesting is Warner Bros. Was scared. They were scared to go dark and gritty. And then the Joker movie comes out, you know? Why am I saying the Joker movie? Because the Joker movie is actually correlated to this in a roundabout way. So the Joker movie comes out. It's already grossed over $900 million globally, and it will smash $1 billion within the next week. But that was a low-scale movie in the sense of budget. It was tiny. It is the most profitable movie in the world, but Warstu EndGame made $2 billion. Yes, no, it didn't. Turnover, completely different thing. So Joker has made more money than Infinity War, EndGame, more money than any comic book movie in the world. Now, why is that fact important? Because we know ANTT recently tweeted they're going to support darker movies, because Joker was darker, you know, the media chill, you know, the UK press kind of put it down saying, is this going to cause real life violence? No, it didn't. There literally was not one occurrence of this happening that wasn't preempted and wasn't done on purpose. There was nothing. This movie did not cause nothing. Now, the reason why apparently Warner Bros. Didn't want this variation was because it was too dark, it was too gritty. Of course it is. Zack Snyder was following the source material. Now, Zack Snyder gets a lot of hate for, obviously, Henry Cavill's Superman, because some people don't like that variation, and the same thing with Batman vs. Superman. But the issue we have here is Wonder Woman 1984 is getting retconned. So the Wonder Woman variation for Batman vs Superman from Justice League, it's almost like they're trying to retcon that like it didn't happen. Yet at the same time, ANTT are wanted to keep the fans happy because, you know, DC is banging. It's absolutely banging at the moment. Aquaman over 1 billion. But wait, Jason Momoa is playing Aquaman. They're just about to get ready to start doing Aquaman 2. He's just spoken publicly again, about, you know, the Snyder Cut. Now, it has been 2 years since the movie came out back in November 2019. Sorry, 2017. So, interest. Warner Bros. Won't sack Jason Momoa for saying the Snyder Cut's cool and for releasing that unedited image. Now, what is funny is a lot of people are saying, oh, you're just a Snyder Cut fanboy. I'm actually a fanboy for everything all the time, but what is interesting, people are like, the Zack Snyder fans are not going to shut up until Zack Snyder shuts up. Zack Snyder will never shut up. Endless expos. He has revealed the plot. The plot is absolutely insane of this movie, and I really hope we get it. Now, I've not publicly spoken about this for a while because it's just getting crazy, but now that Jason Momoa is coming back out, there's a new image, I thought, let's get back on it. Let's get back on the Darkseid hype and see if we're going to get a variation of Darkseid. Now, also, loads of voice actors who were meant to be in this movie have recently come out this week to speak about, yeah, I did a bunch of work for, you know, the real version of Justice League that you never got to see. And it's a massive shame, guys, because, you know, Ezra Miller, The Flash, you know, the movie we're never, ever going to get to see. Well, that would have been cool if we really got the nightmare scene, you know, the Darkseid vision, you know, Lois is the key. It was all building up to this nightmare vision, which we're never going to see now. And obviously Shazam killed it. Didn't do massive at the box office, but with Blu-ray sales, did pretty decent. It is getting Shazam 2 with, you know, Black Adam coming out in 2021, apparently starting shooting next year. Warstu, you talk too fast. Yeah, I know, guys. I do talk too fast. Sorry. But DC's got a lot going for it. But it just seems like, at the moment, if the rumors are true about Wonder Woman 1984 and Birds of Prey being a feminist movie, realistically, is what Ewan McGregor, who plays Black Mask, is saying about the movie. It seems like after the Joker movie, they're going to take 2 steps back. And then in 2021, we get the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, which is going to be killing insane. It's going to be pretty cool. So I just think they've got no reason not to release the Snyder Cut. And I guess you could be one of these cynical people that go, yeah, but if they release that, they can't retcon anything. Well, realistically, it's not like they're going to drop it at the cinema. They can just drop it on their own HBO Max or something, which is going to have like the Green Lantern series and everything stuff like that on it. So they don't have to like drop it realistically at the cinema. They could just drop it on an Amazon Prime or something like that. It is done from what Zack Snyder, well, not Zack Snyder, it's done from what Snyder says and what Jason Momoa said. But what is more interesting is, well over a year ago, some really big Justice League fan pages got in touch with me, and I've made a video about it. If I can find it, I'll tag it in this video, where they said they were invited around Zack's house to watch the Justice League movie. Now, this is a story over a year ago. I can't remember the exact date, but I think it was the last Justice League Snyder Cut movie video that I did, where people were stating that they were flown out to Zack's house to watch the cut. So we know the cut's there. It's not just a bunch of deleted scenes. There was a lot of Cyborg scenes that were cut out. There were a lot of Superman scenes, Aquaman fighting Steppenwolf scenes, a lot of scenes that were seriously cut out. Apparently, in Zack's variation of the movie, only a god or a goddess could take out Steppenwolf. And you know, it was supposed to end with Darkseid coming, but we never got that. Yes, we did get the Apocalypse name drop. Wow, fanboying. I mean, I was such a fanboy for this movie. At one point, if you are one of my Marvel subscribers, this channel was built around the Justice League movie. Just type Justice League Warstu, and you would see hundreds, not thousands, guys, but you would see a lot of movie videos based around the Justice League. So I thought, why not Warstu? Just do a Snyder Cut video, support the collective, because release the Snyder Cut. It's trending over the last 24 hours. Jason Momoa is a really cool guy. He wants it to be released, although he's not really going to come out and say that, as the interview ended with next question. So we know Aquaman 2's coming. They're not going to fire him. He's not going to put his job under the fire, because Warner Bros. Won't make a buck if they haven't got him. He's one of the best things they have going, at least for the DC side of things. So hopefully this is the last Justice League Snyder Cut video I have to ever make about this subject, but it just appears that stuff keeps coming out and keep coming out. Now, if you haven't already, check out the Batman 2021 video that I did going over the new potential castings and debunking the Matthew McConaughey, Harvey Dent story. And we also went over a potential Wonder Woman 1984 test screening leak. And if that is true, guys, then it's not looking good. And the video's doing really well. You guys have started to comment a lot on that video, so I really like it when you guys talk in that. So, like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and let me know down below. Do you want to see the Snyder Cut? We still don't know the real truth of why he was fired. It was alleged to do with the tragedy that happened with his family, but we don't really actually know what went wrong, do we? It's just a case of a company getting cold feet, thinking it's too dark. Then 2 years later, they release a really dark Joker movie, which realistically, I don't really think it was that bad. But, you know, the paparazzi, the media tried to make out it was going to cause a mass surge in real life. And then nothing happened. But yeah, releasing the Justice League Snyder Cut, you know, with Darkseid was too dark. I mean, really, Darkseid would destroy Thanos any day. Darkseid is the strongest villain ever. You know, Thanos raised half the universe, but Darkseid wasn't allowed to be in Justice League because it was just too canny. I don't know. But like always, guys, let me know. Do you want to see the Snyder Cut? But I've seen the Snyder Cut, said Jason Moore. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.